Hello, and thank you for stopping by yet another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And today I will be enjoying and drinking on some New England style IPA by way of the Lord Hobo Brewing Company, which is out of Woburn, Massachusetts. This is their flagship beer. This is called, there it is, Boom Sauce. Boom Sauce New England IPA. On the can, they say, our flagship beer, tropical, juicy, smooth New England style beer crafted in New England. Again, Lord Hobo is in Woburn, Massachusetts. And this can doesn't have it written around. It does have it written around here, but it's not very plainly visible. But most of the other cans I have from a Lord Hobo variety pack say that they were canned on the 21st the 27th of November 2018. And they say on lordhobobrewing.com for the Boom Sauce IPA. Our flagship IPA features 6 hop varietals and a blend of spelt, oat, and wheat. A late hop addition of Mosaic, Falconer's Flight, and Amarillo delivers a noticeable citrus and tropical fruit finish. Now, again, that's what they list on the website. They only say Mosaic, Falconer's Flight, and they also say Ella hops. I don't see them talking about the Amarillo anymore or the other 3 or 2, if you will, hop varieties. This is 7.8% alcohol by volume, and it is 78 IBUs. I've also found information that, I don't know if this happens now or they just didn't list it on the website, but according to Rate Beer, in the About This Beer section, it's a double IPA. They say Boom Sauce is a blend of our 3 New England style hoppy ales. Blend the Ball and Biscuit, Steal This Can, and Consolation Prize that'll wrap you in a gently carbonated blanket. And on Rate Beer, it gets a 92 overall and a 63 out of 100 for the style. And that is out of 319 ratings. So I will enjoy the Lord Hobo Boom Sauce in a Warhorse Brewing Company style Nonic pint glass. I forget the exact town, but when we were going, the family and I were in the upstate New York region at the end of October 2018. We went to a winery that actually had Warhorse Brewery connected to it. So here's their glass. It was about a $15 and change 12-pack variety for these 12-ounce cans of different Lord Hobo Brewing Company beers. They had this Boom Sauce. They had a sessionable IPA, dry hop with Citra. They had an Angelica, New England style wheat. And I think they might have had Consolation Prize, which is a like 9-point-something% by volume beer. Or actually, sorry, my bad. They had Hobo Life, which is a session IPA, Angelica Wheat, Boom Sauce, and one called Glorious, which is a Galaxy Pale Ale at 6.5% alcohol by volume. But today is Boom Sauce. And here is your look and appearance. I have the chat up live. People are watching. Here is your look and appearance of Boom Sauce from Lord Hobo Brewing Company. It is definitely darker than most New England style IPAs. In some light, I can see all kinds of sediment and haze. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, look at that. Look at all that sediment and pulpy haze looking elements to it. With a nice bright white head, a little bit darker on camera. And as you can see, bubbles, lots of carbonation, and a little bit of lacing so far. So it looks like a darker style New England IPA. And in the nose, getting tons of resinous oily hop qualities to it. A lot of dank grapefruit notes to it, mixed in with the hoppy oils. A lot of grapefruit and a lot of orangey notes, and a lot of pineapple notes to it. Definitely, there is a sweet citrusy note in the background. I don't want to say milkshake IPA in any regard, but it has some of that lactic sweet note to it in the background, white bready notes. And it does smell like a higher ABV style double IPA. So definitely has a New England feel to it, but it's definitely heavier in the hopping department for sure. And it smells more resinous, almost like a West Coast. The hop bitterness smells West Coast, but the rest of it has New England flair and elements to it. So I'm curious. I haven't had Lord Hobo Boom Sauce. Couldn't tell you the last time I drank it, so I'm interested now. Cheers, Boom Sauce. Happy Friday. Okay, so I'm getting a hefty mouthfeel. This is a medium towards full-bodied mouthfeel. Lots of sticky coffee, caramel, malts in it. Very sweet. Definitely lots of tropical juice and oily, hoppy resin notes to it. It's fairly dry for what it is. But this bitterness is sticking around for days. It definitely has a pithy, if that's the word, pithy kind of a hop component to it. Again, there is some lacing that's happening and lots of unfiltered sediment in that one, but it's contributing to a great deal of its flavor. .8 is not the most masked thing in the world. It's not huge like booze, like in a Bourbon County style stout or a 120-minute IPA from Dogfish. Nothing like that, but there's definitely noticeable, detectable booziness to this one in a certain regard. But the big star and flavors for the show is that sticky, sweet, resinous oil, big citrusy bitterness to it. It does have juicy notes underneath it, but primarily what you're getting is almost like a West Coast style big IPA double note and juicy kind of undertone. So if that's the name of your game and you want to show up to a party with a big hoppy New England style beer bomb, Boom Sauce is going to do it. Boom Sauce comes in these 12 ounces. You can get 16-ounce cans. They're usually on tap at a lot of places in Massachusetts, at least in the southern New England area that I live in, and I assume up in Boston. And even into Rhode Island, the Boom Sauce is pretty heavily distributed. So if you want a big, bold drinking experience, Boom Sauce is going to be the big, bold drinking experience you're looking for. So, okay, in that sip, I definitely got more of that juicy, lactic, creamy, milky, almost kind of a consistency before it became a rush of the bitterness and a rush of the sweet, resinous hop oils. So, and malts. So, because of that being not my favorite aspect to IPAs, just an onslaught of bitterness and some alcohol notes. An 87 is what I'm thinking right now. And if they're actually blending 3 of their different beers together, like the website's not telling you at the immediate moment in time, that's kind of impressive and cool that they can do that. So, yeah, 87. I say probably this is good every now and again. I like smoother, easier drinking IPAs. Even if they're higher in ABV, I still like the bigger malts with a little bit less of the hop resin notes to it. This one's definitely on the bitter side. So if you guys are not huge hop, just punch you in the gut bitterness, this boom sauce is not for you. But for all those people that want an extreme IPA drinking experience, I guess I would say this is kind of along those lines. So yeah, 87, not my favorite IPA, extremely well done. I will come back to this from time to time. And yeah, Lord Hobo, I've been doing some of their stuff on Wednesday night beer examinations and on examinations with John Anili's channel of YouTube. Go check him out, John Anile, Anile. So cheers from Lord Hobo and the Boom Sauce from Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. Until next time, keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. We will see you soon. Happy Friday night, December 7th, 2018.